Hello, today I'm on the content grind, as they say. I'm not just doing one video, but 2 videos. So, call me crazy because, it's been a while since I've released the last video. That guy's pretty lazy, don't you agree? But don't worry, I understand now, and I'm on the content grind. And the reason that I'm on the content grind today specifically is because I want to talk about Sneako. The reason I specifically want to talk about Sneako is because normally I would talk about someone if their body of work altogether is bad. For example, I spoke about Isaac Butterfield because I believe that he is incorrect often. However, Sneako has a large body of work, and I think that a lot of his older work is very, very good and very, very introspective. However, I believe that Sneako was unfortunately smarter as a teenager because his new content is a lot worse than his old content. Hello, it is the next day and I just wanted to provide some context to that statement. So I'm not saying that he's smarter because his political takes then were better than his political takes now. I don't think that political perspectives necessarily denote your intelligence. I think that he was smarter then because he was more introspective and more self-aware. He was more able to look at the way he thinks and the way he sees the world and relate that to the way everyone else sees the world and make these really grand takes about everyone that didn't necessarily exclude him. He didn't look at himself like he was the only one who had escaped the Matrix. So I think he was smarter because he was more introspective. I don't think he was smarter because of his politics. I just wanted to make that clear. Yes, my hair is wet. So I wanted to talk about 2 statements specifically from Sneako that show just how hypocritical he is, because these are both relatively recent statements and they both purely contradict each other. And I want to show how hypocrisy is bad. That's the statement, that's what I want you to learn from today's video. Do not be a hypocrite. And especially if you're trying to teach other people things, don't be a hypocrite. And all Sneako says all the time, all he does is try to teach people how to, wake up because they don't understand things. They're always on TikTok, and that's horrid. That's horrid. What's better than being on TikTok is saying statements that disagree with each other because you want an audience. That's what I always say. Grifting is good. So let's hear it from the horse's mouth, why don't we? I'm quickly going to mention I stole both of his clips from the Patrick CC channel, who took them originally from Sneako and the Sneako-based TikTok accounts. So if you like this video, watch the Patrick CC one. He goes into a lot of depth about the history of Sneako, and it's better than my videos because my videos are bad.
People will text me like, oh, so you just think like you just have money and you think you're so good looking and smart and fun, you think you're the man, right? And I'm like, yeah.
So you have Sneako here saying this statement, which makes it sound like he thinks he's very good. He's very proud of himself. And that's more than fine. But what we can gather from this is that he thinks he's a man. Okay? Keep that in mind. He thinks he's good looking, he's talented, he's smart, he's funny, he's whatever other adjectives he used to describe himself, and therefore he is the man. Okay, now let's see the next statement.
Who is better at self-improvement, men or women?
Men, but they're all gonna say women.
Women. Self-improvement, definitely women.
Okay, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10.
I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10. Let's see, they literally are about to be hypocrites in the first sentence.
Okay, now we can talk about the hypocritical statements of Sneako. So he thinks that if you rate yourself highly, then you are not good at self-improvement, and he uses that to prove that women are bad at self-improvement. However, he thinks of himself as the man. He already thinks that he's great, he's a 10, he's the man, and so he doesn't need to self-improve. So by his own logic, he's bad at self-improvement. And in the same way that he used these women as a scapegoat for all women to say, since these women don't self-improve, all women don't self-improve, I can use the same evidence to say, Sneako, because you don't think that you need to self-improve, you think all men don't need to self-improve, and therefore women are better. Now, I don't think that argument is true. I don't think that argument line follows. However, this is the argument that Sneako used to try and prove that women are bad at self-improvement. And so since Sneako thinks it's a good argument, he should find this video very educational because now he agrees with the argument that women are better at self-improvement by his own logic, or at least that men and women are both as good as each other at self-improvement because both of them made that flaw that he thinks ruins the argument. So, all of this is to say, Sneako, you are dumb and you are a hypocrite and you call other people out for hypocrisy, but you cannot even see your own hypocrisy. And look, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I'm not hypocritical at times either. But what I am saying is that Sneako is trying to educate you. Sneako is trying to teach you how to be the best person you can, how to see through all the bullshit that women give you but he doesn't even understand his own arguments and he can't apply them to himself. He's not someone you should look up to, not for the reasons that he says, because I know he often says, oh, you shouldn't look up to me, this is just entertainment. But I think the reason you shouldn't even watch his content is because he can't apply the same arguments that he applies to other people to himself, which proves that he has no understanding of what he's saying, and so it's a useless resource. Okay, internet, thank you for watching this video. That is all I had to say. I just felt like I don't like hypocrites, just like Sneako doesn't like hypocrites, and so I'm going to talk about them when I can. And hopefully one day, even though I'm a little channel and I have bad audio quality, one day Sneako will make a video about me and put me on his stream, and then I'll get famous, and then we can all be famous together. In any case, I hope you enjoyed the video. Goodbye, internet.